It's going down. Shalom. First and foremost, giving all praises, honor, glory, respect, and blessings to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Rachak Wadash. Salutations to the Lord's elect on the four corners of the earth, pushing this truth and sincerity while patiently waiting for Yahweh Shai's return. And double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone, which have taught us everything we know through the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. And welcome to another series of It's Going Down, being brought to you by the spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. EU divided on gas rationing. 3 countries have come out against Brussels' plan to lower consumption by 15%. It says the governments of Spain, Greece, and Portugal have all stated that they oppose the European Union scheme that will see them slash their national gas consumption by 15% over the winter. Announced by the European Commission on Wednesday, the Save Gas for Safe Winter proposal would entail EU member states reducing their gas use by switching to other power sources and ordering citizens to ration their own usage. If the Commission's proposal is adopted, member states will be required to report on their progress toward 15%, a target every 2 months. And EU authorities will have the power to declare a state of emergency and make the reduction mandatory. I deeply regret to say that Spain does not support this proposal. Spanish Energy Minister Teresa Ribera said shortly after its announcement, mentioning that the plan had been revealed without a debate in the European Council. Ribera declared that the Commission cannot demand a sacrifice when they have not even asked our prior opinion. Unlike other countries, those Spaniards have not lived beyond their means in terms of energy, Ribera added, echoing former German Chancellor Angela Merkel's assertion in 2009 that Mediterranean countries were living beyond their means in a run-up to the financial crisis. Ribera's remark was likely aimed directly at Berlin. Having relied heavily on Russian gas to power its industry, Germany is currently facing economic ruin after voluntarily canceling the Nord Stream 2 gas pipeline and backing EU sanctions on Moscow. Greece came out against the plan a day later, with government spokesperson Giannis Oikonomou telling reporters on Thursday that Athens does not agree in principle with the EU proposal for a 15% reduction in gas usage. Oikonomou said that the government has submitted our own proposals to the EU instead. Greece depends on Russia for 40% of its natural gas. Portugal too does not accept the EU's proposal. Energy Minister João Galamba told Portuguese newspaper Público on Thursday, there are countries that have not protected themselves and are now asking for help, he said in apparent reference to Germany, adding that the bloc-wide rationing program fails to take into account the fact that Portugal lacks pipeline connectivity with the rest of Europe, meaning that gas saved in Portugal could not be used to cover shortfalls elsewhere. So that's, pretty much all I'm going to read there. The point is that they're basically fighting over whether if gas should be rationed or not, in order to save gas for the coming harsh winters. And as you can see, Germany, Spain and Portugal, Spain, Greece, and Portugal said that they would oppose this, which also leads to Germany suffering over deciding to aid the European Union in putting sanctions on Russian gas supplies. So now Germany is suffering, the European Union is suffering, Spain, Greece, and Portugal are also suffering. And what are we seeing here? What we are seeing here is a division. And as a matter of fact, if we come over here to the book of Matthew, chapter 12, verse 25, it says this, and Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, okay, unto those them wicked scribes and Pharisees, okay, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. Okay, so every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation. What we're seeing here is division going on amongst the EU. Okay, and what happens if there's division amongst a country? Well, if nobody can come to an agreement on something, eventually that country is going to crumble. Just like a building whose foundation is wood, but then on the top of the wood, the rest is all bricks. Eventually, all that's going to crumble. You know, so they don't have a strong foundation when it comes to the agreement of how this whole oil or gas shortage situation should be handled. Considering the fact that there is a gas shortage going on in Europe, even as I speak. Matthew chapter 12, verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? Right, because ultimately this world is ruled by Satan. Now, not by the spiritual demon Satan, but Satan's physical counterpart, which is really starting with the so-called elites, but then trickling down to the rest of their nation of people. Okay, so right now we are seeing Satan being divided against himself, which the word Satan goes back to the Hebrew word shaitan, which means adversary. You know, and our main adversary on this planet are these so-called elites and the rest of their nation of people. So with that, I'm going to say Shalom is on to the next one.